Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Kelvin Wilson of We Do Movies and Movies, Food, and Hip Hop. And usually I always say that either this is going to be a movie review or a commentary or a television review. But right now I'm doing something very special. So this is my first and hopefully not last album review. And the album that I'm reviewing today is from a hip hop collective from Chicago, known as the Microphone Misfits, and their album Escape from Babylon Volume 3. Now, this is actually cool that I get to do this. I know of the Microphone Misfits through maybe just like a couple of their songs, but I actually know one of the members of the group, and one of the members of the group asked me if I would do a review for his album. So I went ahead and took a listen to this album. And don't get me wrong, I'm not surprised about how good this album is. I'm a fan of the lead MC of the group. His name is D-Nick. I've heard a couple of his solo songs as well as a couple of songs from the Microphone Misfits. But this album, Escape from Babylon Volume 3, is the first full-length Microphone Misfits album that I've heard. So what I think that is cool about Microphone Misfits, that every Escape from Babylon album that they have, from Volume 1 to this one, Volume 3, it all comes with a comic book that's written by D-Nick himself. So let's just go ahead and get into this review. So the group members consist of D-Nick, who is the lead MC, Mike Noble, who's the lead producer, the Red Light, who's the hype man slash MC, Mel L, who is the backup vocalist, show DJ, and associate producer. You have Ken Solo and Jet, who are the B-boy dancers, and DJ Mar, who is secondary producer. And like I said, I did hear a couple of songs from them before. One song that I remember hearing D-Nick on was a song called Disposable Rappers, which had another MC on there by the name of Sensei of Soul. And the funny thing was, I heard this story that D-Nick told me about that track, and I'm not going to get into that, but I'm just going to get into what I felt about this album. Now, honestly, I really feel that this album is worth listening to. I think this album is truly for hip hop heads and truly for the B-boys. Now, there are going to be some songs on here that you're either going to get into or you're not going to get into. Like, I can tell you right now some of my favorite songs actually on the album. I really did enjoy the song Crazy 8. That song was very enjoyable to me. I just love hearing like one of those posse cuts that just has like five, six, seven, eight, maybe nine MCs spitting on one track. I also love the song What Happened. I love the song In the Clouds. I love the song Who I'm Not. Those are like my favorite songs on the album. I really like their sound because it's like a mix between Crown City Rockers and Jurassic 5. I like the videos that I've seen of them, very cohesive, kind of in the same vein as a Run DMC. How like they do the chorus together. Sometimes they might trade bars back and forth, very syncopated. That's what I really did enjoy about this album. Now, what I didn't enjoy about this album is that I think that sound wise, although there are some beats and songs that I did love, there's some tracks that I was just like, I'm not really feeling this beat to it. And because it's b-boyish and the squad is b-boys, it almost sounds like even though you could tell that there are differences in the music, sometimes it all sounds the same. And I would really love if they had like beats or like a Premier sounding beat or a Ninth Wonder type beat or a Jay Dilla beat or a Pete Rock beat. Like it's something to mix it up because I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I love what I heard from this album, but just music wise, it would have been dope to kind of hear Microphone Misfits on some other tracks, just to kind of break the monotony of everything sounding so b-boy, giving that b-boy sound. But don't get me wrong, there's an audience for everything, and I think that the Microphone Misfits are the complete package. Very talking in topic wise, they talk about black issues. It's very Rastafarian, um, and they do get into the whole politics and just whacking seeds and just typical, very dope b-boy sounding music. And I really did enjoy this album. I think you guys should get a chance, if you ever get a chance to, do yourself a favor, check out this album. I believe the album is actually on Bandcamp. So if you guys want to go to Bandcamp, just go on that site and check the album out on there. And then you guys tell me what you thought about the album. You tell me what you thought about this review. Hit me up on Facebook at We Do Movies and on Movies, Food, and Hip Hop. You can check out all the reviews on those two pages as well as the YouTube channel as well. And until then, we'll see you next time. Peace.